cast my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hello everyone, how is everybody doing? Very blessed to be sitting here talking to you for mid-month and June readings. I did not know how things were going to work out, guys, but everything happens for a reason. So as I said, welcome to your... I've set the intention for these readings to resonate with the last couple months of June and the entire month, the last couple months of May and the entire month of June. But these messages can resonate anytime. They're definitely timeless. You never know what kind of message you might receive. So for my intro video, you guys, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on in May and what's going on in June. So all the astrology information, we're going to be talking a bit about astrology as I do in all my intro. And for the actual readings, it's strictly tarot. I don't talk much about astrology, guys. So in May, today is May 24th as I record this, so it's definitely mid-May. We're still in May, but May is a very, very intense month. June looks a little intense as well, but it looks more of an emotional month. May's been kind of emotional too, but it's been emotional in a hectic kind of way. I'm not sure how you guys are doing, but we have Mercury in Taurus. Mercury entered Taurus on May 13th, and then we had Uranus enter Taurus on May 15th, and it's going to be there for the next 7 years. So that was a huge, huge shift, you guys, in May. We're still under the energy of that. We will be under the energy of that for the next 7 years. So yeah, very important for you to know where Taurus is in your astrology chart, because you're going to have Uranus there, which is definitely all about sudden change and shock and surprise. This is the ruling planet of Aquarius, you guys. So that was a major, major, major shift. Every astrologer is talking about that. And then we had a new moon in Taurus on the 15th as well. So we had a new moon that same day. Astrology is so symbolic, if you ask me. And then on May 16th, we had Mars enter Aquarius, which was pretty interesting. Mars is actually going to be hanging out in Aquarius throughout June because it's going retrograde, so it's not going to be moving forward. And then we had Venus enter Cancer on the 19th. That's the kind of the most recent transit in May as I sit here today. So that's pretty interesting, you guys. That's very, Venus was in Gemini, and then on the 19th it moved into Cancer. It's going to be there until about maybe first week of June. And then we have yet to occur the Sagittarius full moon on May 29th. I'm not sure, guys. I really hope that I'm around to talk to you on that day, because the Sagittarius full moon, that is a very, very special full moon. That's the 9th house of higher learning, the house of vision. This is a very light sign. To have the moon filled with light in the sign of Sagittarius, that's definitely going to be expanding some things in our lives, expanding our vision, expanding the higher philosophy of our legacies and things like that. So we kind of end May on that Sagittarius full moon note, and then we enter June. So I've taken some notes here on both May and June for this intro video, because this video is about both months, so I wanted to incorporate both. So we're basically covering the end of Taurus season, beginning of Gemini season, the start of Cancer season. Okay, so that's quite a lot of information, but I'm just happy to be talking to you guys and getting out some messages for June. So we start June with, the reason why June is such an emotional month, you guys, is because we have this grand water trine. So we have, all the water signs have significant energies within them. So Neptune is in Pisces, Jupiter is in Scorpio, and then we have Venus in Cancer, okay? And that is creating a water trine, okay, of emotion. So we're all going to be really feeling our feels, and we're going to be having some really deep emotion, especially the beginning of June. So definitely wanted to mention that, not only for the water signs, but for all of us. We all have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy somewhere in our chart. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio represent our emotion. We all have emotion. But if you are a Pisces watching this, if you are a Cancer or a Scorpio watching this, you guys are major game players in June because of that Cancer energy coming in. But let's talk a bit about Gemini energy. We've got on June 5th, Mercury enters Gemini, which is pretty interesting because Mercury rules Gemini. So that's going to be great for our mental space. That's going to be great for the rational mind and you know, the more intellectual thoughts. So you may notice in June that you just get your head in the game more, and that you're able to be a little bit more rational when it comes to the decisions you're making, even though there's this grand water trine energy in June. And then on June 12th, we have quite the opposite. We have Mercury entering Cancer. So this is going to be a bit of the emotional thought realm. This is, you know, the planet of a lot of emotional communication, I feel, guys, will be happening on around June 12th, especially throughout the whole transit of Mercury in Cancer. Eventually, Mercury will move through that and move into Leo, which is more passionate thought. The North Node is there, so we're going to be thinking a lot more about our destiny. But before that can happen, we have to go through the very watery realm of Cancer. Our minds are going to be submerged. Right now, our hearts are submerged with Venus in Cancer. Venus in Cancer, holy crap. A lot of emotional feels, you guys. Cancer is the cardinal water sign. So that's, you know, I like to think of Cancer as the most water, even though it's not necessarily that way. But Cancer brings definitely the depth of emotion. It's the 4th house. Woo! So moving on, though, we have a Gemini new moon on the 13th, right after Mercury moves into Cancer. So for the new moon, Mercury will not be in Gemini, which everything happens for a reason. I just feel like that new moon really wanted to just focus on the new intentions of our seeds and planting things for our future. Mercury obviously needs to be in a more emotional realm around the time of the full moon, and there's going to be reasons for that. And then we have on that same day Venus entering Leo. So that's when Venus is going to enter Leo, is on the 13th. And Leo is ruled by the heart, you guys, so I'm extra excited for that transit because this is going to add a lot of passion to our abundance and our attraction. You know, a lot of us are going to be really following our heart around that time with the North Node in Leo and Venus in Leo. This is going to be very heart empowering, heart chakra in activations. And so another important thing happening in June is Neptune retrograde. Okay, woo! So Neptune is going to be slowing down. Our spirituality collectively is going to be slowing down a bit. So that's something to look out for. June 18th, that Neptune is retrograding. I did not know that Neptune would be retrograding in June. So yeah, guys, that's something to mark on your calendar. Very spiritual transits going on in June, guys. There's a lot going on in June. And then the sun enters Cancer on the 21st. So there's going to be Cancer season starting then. But that's the same day as the summer solstice, which is literally all the solstices and the equinoxes are so important. I'm not sure where I'll be at around this time. If I'm in this area, then I will definitely be recording a summer solstice message, and I'll be pulling cards for that. If not, guys, I would just really make sure that you're doing something in celebration of the actual start of summer. You know, the sun gaining in light and being its most empowered. I believe the summer solstice is the longest day and shortest night. I'm not sure. I'm going to be doing my own research on that. But I do something special for every equinox and every solstice. Summer solstice, winter solstice. I did something very beautiful for the winter solstice. So it's only right that I take part in a small ceremony for the summer solstice as well. And so a few days after that, we have Mars retrograde in Aquarius, you guys. So this is going to be interesting as well. Mars is going to be hanging out in Aquarius for quite a while, I believe until August. So, you know, Mars is the planet of war, planet of action. So, you know, that's in an area of the collective. So that's something to really research as well, you guys. I really hope that I'm around to do videos about all these planets because I love talking about it. I didn't want to waste well, not waste, but I just didn't want to, I wanted to really use the time that I had for the June and for the mid-May and June videos for the tarot. So as far as the astrology information goes, you guys, you might want to follow me on Instagram or add me on Facebook. All that information will be below because I'm always posting about this stuff. No matter where I am in the world, I can always post about this astrology information, but I might not always be in an area that really prohibits me to speak about astrology and read tarot. But I will always my Instagram is filled with astrology information and just kind of channeled information about what I think about all these planets. I'm going to be posting about Venus in Cancer soon, and I'm going to be posting about Uranus in Taurus and Mars in Aquarius. So those are all things to look out for. For those of you who are wondering, my name is Pisces Priestess on Instagram, and my name is Braylon Caldwell on Facebook. If you do add me on Facebook, just shoot me a message, because I get a lot of friend requests, and some of them are just not friends that I'm not interested in having on my Facebook. So just shoot me a message, say, hey, you know, I watch your videos, I really wanted to stay updated on the astrology information, and I'll add you. So Mars retrograde, Neptune retrograde, summer solstice, and then we end the month with that Capricorn full moon on June 28th. So you guys, Saturn is going to be a part of that moon, and it's going to be a very karmic moon. That moon is very karmic for me. That's going to mark the 1 year of me really doing this astrology business, me doing my spiritual burnings that I do outside on every full moon. I'm a Capricorn rising, so that full moon is going to be opposite of the sun in Cancer. Wow, I really hope that I'm around to speak to you during that time as well. There's so much going on, you guys. It's like, I feel like I trust the universe, but if it's meant for me to kind of take a break from astrology, I'm really going to have a hard time understanding why, because it's as if the energies have picked up and they're almost more relevant and more important. And it's like, you know, I feel like it's now more than ever important for me to really, really speak out about some of the things that I channel and some of the things that I'm aware of in the universe as a Pisces. So if it's meant to be, you guys, I'll be sticking around, and I'll be talking to you throughout all these transits, and I'll definitely be incorporating more astrology, since there's not much astrology in my videos this month. But there are very important tarot messages this month. So let's talk a little bit about what we can look forward to in the readings this month. So I've got some oracle readings for you guys this month. I have 3 oracle decks. One of them is a very new deck. I have the Wisdom of the House of Knights. And below, if you'd like to know the artist, and if you're interested in buying these decks, then I'll tell you the name and the artist of these decks below. And then I have the Indigo Angel Oracle deck. And then I just recently received as a gift a Wicca deck. So I'm not sure how all you feel. Why my camera's shaking like that, but I'm not sure how you guys feel about Wicca. But that is something that I have just recently started studying on the Libra full moon. So a couple full moons ago, I really did start studying Wicca, and that just was kind of an awakening that I had. My aunt is Wiccan. And, you know, I didn't really know how to feel about Wicca, but it is definitely not what I thought. And I think that's going to be the case for most people. So for those of you who are open to receiving messages from Spirit from that deck, beautiful deck. Oh my God. They incorporate so beautifully. All these 3 decks, I'm probably going to use these 3 decks often. And they're really new, so I am looking up meanings in the book this month. But there's such beautiful messages, you guys. So this could be kind of a past, present, and future kind of reading for those of you who resonate with past, present, and future that way. And then I'm just using regular tarot to clarify a little bit more about these the oracle messages. Okay, so we've got 3 messages this month. We're working with the bottom of the deck and underlying energy, and then we're doing some clarification. So I really hope you guys enjoy these readings this month. I didn't care. I'm just so happy to have. I'm not sure if all of you watched my last video, but I just was devastated when I found out that I wouldn't be able to read tarot for May. But turns out that you just go with the flow. Sometimes the current takes you right back to where you were. And, you know, as a Pisces, I really just try to go with the current and just move with the waters of my life. But I feel very deeply about all this stuff. So, you know, my emotions pay the price, and they take the toll. But, you know, it empowers me. And like I was saying, you know, I'm just happy to be talking to you guys. I'm happy to get these messages out here. That's what matters most to me. For those of you who are interested in personal readings for the rest of May, I do believe that I will be available to do personal readings. And as far as June and July goes, just make sure that you contact me through email or through Facebook or Instagram before you pay me. And we'll try to work something out. But I am definitely available to do readings for the rest of May, and I'm very excited to see, you know, what comes up for all the signs. I've finished, as I record the intro, I've finished the Aries through Virgo, and they are very beautiful messages, you guys. They feel very beautiful. Right after this intro, I'm going to get started on Libra through Pisces. So I haven't done the second half of the zodiac wheel yet, so I don't know what's going on with those guys. But as far as the Aries through Virgo, beautiful messages, and I can't wait for you guys to watch, and I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for all the support and your likes and your subscribes and all my new viewers. I hope you guys can tell how much this means to me. But without further ado, please enjoy your June readings and also your mid-May readings. Thank you guys. See ya. Hey Virgo, what's going on guys? I'm super blessed to be sitting here to talk to you guys for the mid-May and June readings. Virgo, please excuse the loud ass lawnmower that's outside my window. I'm just going to push forward and record these readings. It doesn't seem too loud, but if it is, I am so sorry. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'll try to speak up. But we do have the cards here, as you can see. For those of you who want the astrology information, that's going to be all in the intro video, because these videos are about an hour long, and I really didn't want to talk a bunch about astrology in these videos. I wanted to just focus on the tarot. So if you want to hear anything about the May or June astrology, that's going to be available in the intro video for you guys. And this is just going to be your tarot. Now, some of the astrology, actually the moon is in Virgo right now. So I'm expecting this to be a very in-depth, deep, emotional reading. But we'll see what's going on with Virgo. I shuffled the cards. Your card came up very quickly. The Leo reading I just finished. Leo, it took so long for the Leo reading to come up. So I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled until I seen the Hermit, and I'm opening up to the Emperor, which is a card that flew out as I was meditating for you guys. Some of you are with an Aries, some of you are taking back your authority at the end of May, coming into June. So Virgo, this reading is for mid-May, so these messages can resonate for the end of May. They can resonate all throughout June as well. I've been meditating, and I told Spirit that I want these messages to definitely be for June, but they will resonate for mid-May. And also, whenever you feel led to watch this video, you never know the messages that may apply. So if you're watching this in like June or July or August, you know, you were led to watch this video. You may find messages here for yourself. So as you can see, I have my oracle decks lined up. I have my angel oracle deck, which I'm definitely excited to get for you since you are the angels of the zodiac. So this is a light energy. We're going to be working with some balance here. We've got the dark energy, which is not good and bad, right, Virgo? It's just the seen and the unseen, the known and the unknown, and just some balance. And then I just recently got this deck from a friend, and I'm very appreciative for this gift. It's a Wicca deck, and I have just recently started studying Wicca. So for those of you who maybe aren't familiar with Wicca, it's not some evil thing. Wicca is actually very beautiful. It works with all the 5 elements. It works with air, it works with fire and water and earth, and then spirit being the 5th element. So very beautiful. We're going to get the light, the dark, and some combinations of energy. And now for some of you, this reading might resonate with past, present, and future, but it doesn't have to be past, present, and future. It could be anything. And we're just going to get you guys some messages, okay, Virgo? So let's see the energy that is immediately behind you for the mid-May and going into June. So we've got this Hermit. Some of you guys could be really relying on your own inner light at the end of May. And going into June, you're heading into this cave, I see. So some of you could be heading into the unknown. You could be heading into an unfamiliar area. Maybe some of you don't really know how things are going to turn out. But we are definitely the Hermit, right? This is your card. So some of you could even be feeling isolated. Some of you could be feeling kind of on your own or spending time in solitude. That's what your ruling card means, Virgo. And some of you also could just be doing a lot of soul searching in June. I love how this card looks because he's heading into a cave. So it just makes me feel like some of you could be really using your own light right now, your own awareness, your own guidance to just, you know, find your way through a time of uncertainty. So let's see what's right behind you, which is the Ace of Cups, which is what I thought I saw sneaking out. So Virgo, this is the card for new love. This is the card for a lot of emotion. So like I said, the moon is in Virgo, and I expected this to be a very emotional reading. Some of you guys could be really ready to express emotions that you haven't been ready to express your entire life. This is the new emotion card. New opportunities from the universe, the Ace of Cups. New love, new healing. Some of you could really be feeling new love. And we have the Two of Pentacles. So this could also lead to a crossroads, you know. Juggling. Maybe you are juggling your emotions right now. Maybe you're juggling an emotional path. Are you going to go left or right? Are you going to turn around and choose neither? So there's an emotional crossroads that Virgo is at, but you're juggling it in a very earth way, which is, you know, very Virgo of you. So the immediate energy behind you for May and June is new love, new emotion, new opportunities of healing from the universe, in water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So some of you could be soul searching in a very emotional way, or just finally ready to feel emotions that you've been, you know, pushing to the side, Virgo. So we're going to use this deck to clarify. We have the Page of Swords, truth coming out, juggling truths. So yeah, we're going to use that to clarify, Virgo. And we're going to get you 3 messages from Spirit with these 3 oracle cards, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. I think I've mentioned everything. We only have about 50 minutes to speak, so let's not waste any more time. So this is the message for Virgo for mid-May 2018 going into June. What is the angel message for Virgo? Virgo energy. The 6th house of our universe, the mutable earth sign, Virgo. Messages, there we go. So Virgo, we have you are understood. You are understood. I almost thought this would come out for Leo because they had, some of you may have Leo energy. If you're dealing with a Leo, you may want to watch the Leo video. Leos are not going through the best time right now, and I'm not sure why. But this is coming out for you, Virgo, and this is the card that comes out for people. You know, when would we need to be told that we're understood? Well, when we don't feel understood. Virgo, you hardly ever feel understood, especially emotionally. Bottom of the deck, underlying energy is try something new. Learn something new, I mean. So we have your foot in this water here, which reminds me of the Temperance card, which reminds me of Sagittarius, which reminds me of the Sagittarius full moon at the end of May. So you could be learning something new, Virgo. I feel that you guys are, this is you as an angel, whether you're a male or female watching. And there's a new dawn rising in the background, Virgo. And this is your emotion. You guys could be learning something new about your emotion, learning something new about the waters of the universe, learning something new about spirituality. But you are understood during this journey. And so I'm going to continue to get the rest of your reading. And then then I'll channel what I feel this means. And then we will get some clarifiers. Okay, Virgo? So let's see what the message is in the Wisdom of the House of Night deck for Virgo, the mutable earth sign, the 6th house of our, universe. This is the message for Virgo for the mid-May going into June. What is the message that Virgo needs to hear throughout June, whatever the message may be for Virgo in this reading? What can we talk to Virgo about? Virgo, for May and June 2018, what is the message for Virgo? What is the message for Virgo for May, June 2018, mid-May going into June? Virgo, 6th house, mutable earth. What is the message for Virgo? Wow, okay, we have the moon. Okay, so this could be a Pisces or a Cancer. This could be a Virgo. I done told you. I told you this is going to be an emotional reading for you because the moon has everything to do with emotion. The moon is currently in Virgo as I speak with you. And then we have the warrior card as the underlying energy up there. So some of you have some very strong emotions that you're gaining authority over at the end of May, going into June. Some of you are at war with your emotions. Okay, so before I continue to channel, let's just get a card here from this deck. What is the message for Virgo for May, mid-May going into June? And wow, we have the same card coming out for Leo. Okay, so there's definitely some Leo Virgo action going on here. In the bottom of the deck, we have this card here, which is a tree, which reminds me of Earth. And I've been seeing this card and I've been wanting to look up what it means. This is a very new deck to me, you guys. I have not had that much time to study it or learn the cards yet. So if you don't, hopefully you don't mind, we're going to be learning together, okay? And I'm going to be using this book here to look up the messages, all right? And we may look up some other messages for you as well. So towards the end of the video, we're gonna look up what this means for you, and then we're gonna clarify. So let's get going on the interpretation of your reading, Virgo. Virgo, my opposite zodiac sign, my 8th house. We've got you are understood. So I'm not sure if this is resonating with past, present, and future. If this is, for some of you, the past, in the past you weren't feeling very understood. you might not be feeling very, because the past goes into the future, right? So you're not feeling very understood emotionally, and you're feeling very misunderstood secretly. Virgo always hides the fact that they don't feel understood, right? You guys definitely hide your emotions. But the universe would like you to know at the end of May and throughout June that you are understood at a soul level, angel. You are understood in your emotions. What hides about you, your soul, you know, your emotions, your inner feelings, the deepest feelings that you have, Virgo, that you feel in your heart and soul, you are understood by the angels with that, okay? And you're also being called to learn something new, okay? And explore. You have explore and learn something new. All right, and that you are loved. So these are all messages that the angels would like you to know, Virgo. But learn something new and explore are two very, very cards that tell you to just go onwards. You know, I'm not sure where you guys all are as far as life, but it's definitely time to test the waters when it comes to new people, new places, new things, new jobs, new opportunities. We did have the Ace of Cups underneath you. So I'm seeing a lot of different messages here about your emotion and about learning something new from your, so you guys could be feeling very emotional at the end of May throughout June about something. Maybe it's all different. I'm sure it's all different, but for all of you, but this is a new dawn, Virgo. The sun is setting in a different way. Well, the sun is rising in a different way, I should say, back here in the distance. So it's almost like this is different. You know, this is different than just the sun just rising and setting, rising and setting. You're going to realize that when May ends and June comes, your life is completely different. And when as an earth sign, you know, I have a lot of earth energy too. As an earth sign, when we realize that our physical environment is different, that inspires us to be different emotionally. That inspires us to be different mentally. Don't worry, Virgo, that's literally an earth thing. You think about it, the trees don't change until the actual physical environment around them changes. It would be very, very weird right now in the middle of May for the trees to do what they do in winter, right? What would you do if you walked outside in the middle of May and it was snowing and all the trees' leaves were gone? So you have this earth, like you have this earth knowledge, Virgo. And it's okay that you stayed in a situation for so long till the moment it changed, because you're an earth sign and you need your foundation to change before anything else can change. So if you guys are in situations where your foundation is changing, just know that it was so that a new dawn could truly rise. Because Virgo, for as long as you stay in a situation or a circumstance or your environment, it's very hard to change if the things around you don't change. Now that doesn't mean that you can't change, but I'm just saying, as an earth sign, you're connected to the earth. You like to be grounded. You are a mutable sign though, Virgo. So, you know, you're able to change more than Capricorn and Taurus can. But I just want you to know that this new day, this new dawn, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new light. That's a message for you right there. I love that. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. Virgo, this is a new dawn. This is a new dawning of the age of you, okay? And it's all, you know, you might think that it's about someone else. You might think that everything's changing because it's a punishment. But I think you guys are finally starting to understand that you're just being called to do something. Like, I know you feel it inside you, Virgo, that it's just time. You have uploaded. You have learned so much over the past couple years. You have learned so much throughout 2016, 2017. It's 2018 now. You've been learning so much. It's time for you to learn something new. And I know that sounds a little bit contradicting, but it's like, because it's almost like I feel the sense that you're graduating. You know, you don't want to, Virgos are very smart people. They're very quick learners. So because of that, you guys can kind of, it can take you guys a little bit longer to you know, you guys are the signs that are pretty much perfect. And I know you hate being called that, or you don't, I think Virgos get a little bit of a weird energy when they're called perfect, because to be called perfect by something that isn't perfect, and I guess if another Virgo calls you perfect, maybe, you know, that would be a little bit more accepting. But you guys truly do understand perfection as the 6th house. You know, it's an astrology thing. And all I'm saying is, because of that, you might not be aware very quickly that it's time to learn something new, because you're always learning something new. But it's what I'm seeing in my mind is a person who stayed in the same classroom for a long time, and it's like you graduated forever ago. So you're not ever going to feel like a graduate. You know, think about it like in high school. You feel like a graduate when you're on that stage with your cap and gown and when you get your diploma, right? Or when you get your GED, or when you get whatever. When you graduate, even at a job, when you get promoted, you're not going to feel like you're promoted until your pay is increased, right? So I want you to think about that in terms of life, that you truly are at a metaphorical point in your life, at a spiritual point in your life where you have grown so much, Virgo, and I'm getting the sense that there's a lot of cycles that are just over for you. This is literally, you're looking at the next 6-7 years of your life. We did have Uranus move into Taurus, which is your sister sign. Okay, so Taurus is in your 9th house of higher learning. So it's, yeah, learn something new, Virgo. That's Uranus coming through forward to you. And it may have to do with some sort of emotion or some kind of water or something, some kind of spiritual learning or emotional learning. But you're being asked to explore that. Even if you don't want to put your feet in the water, maybe you build a bridge, okay? Maybe you walk over the water. So there is something here about water under the bridge, okay? You are loved. You are protected by the Mother Mary, which is definitely the Virgin Mary, which is Virgo. So explore these emotions, Virgo. Explore the fact that you're understood. You know, it's all water under the bridge, which means let bygones be bygones. The past is the past. So you're exploring something new, end of May, going into June, and you're learning from this exploration, okay? And it could be your emotions, but you are understood in these emotions, Virgo. You are understood in your darkest of ways. You know, Virgo, you can be very hard on yourself when it comes to mistakes. I know when you're in front of a person, or when you're in front of, when your mistakes are called out, Virgo has this ability to not seem like they feel bad for their mistakes because you're able to logically explain them. But the secret about Virgo, the secret is that when you're all alone, or when you're outside, or when you get some time and space away from the thing that you might have made a mistake about, it plays over in your head over and over and over again, like a cycle of the moon in a circular position. And it happens in your emotions. It happens underneath the surface. It happens spiritually with Virgo. It happens mentally. And it's this war, you know, it's this war over your emotions, which doesn't help because you're an earth sign and you are all about, you know, being grounded, being logical. You're all about your mental strength. But Virgo cannot truly tap into their mental strength when they are submerged in their emotion. And the quickest way to get a Virgo feeling emotional is if they fail, if they make a mistake, if they're wrong, if they're not being service to others, you know what I mean? And that's just astrology there. So I just feel like this moon card in your present moment tells me that as you're watching this video, there's either right now or a time in May or June. Overall, Virgo, you're feeling these emotions under the surface. Could be a Pisces or a Cancer in your present moment that you're dealing with, because this is definitely the card for Pisces and Cancer. But aside from that, you guys could be fighting. There could be certain fights with a Pisces and a Cancer. Maybe some of you are fighting over a Pisces and a Cancer. Like there's this Cancer in your life, there's this Pisces in your life, but those are two emotional signs. Cancer and Pisces are the most emotional signs of the zodiac. I don't even know who's more emotional between the two. You know, Pisces is emotional in a different way. Cancer is emotional in a different way. So in some ways, Pisces is more emotional. In other ways, Cancer is more emotional. But either way, you've got two very strong emotional energies around you. You could just be feeling these energies in the universe. But I do see for some of you, there's a choice to make. There's a very strong emotional decision that you have to make in your present moment, which is mid-May, June. And it does have to do with a cycle completing. And it has to do with a lot of, the moon can sometimes symbolize darkness. This could be, you know, a soul thing. We do have the number 50 up there. So I'm not sure if the 50 is important to you or if number 5 is important to you. Maybe May 5th or June 5th is important to you. Keep a lookout for those days, because there could be very spiritual energy happening. We have this black cat here. I don't know if some of you have, this is very spiritual, superstitious shit, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure if, you know, you guys have black cats or if there's something spiritual there, but this is about your intuition. This is about, you know, what's going on under the surface with you in May and in June, Virgo. And I feel like this is about your emotional happiness, because we have the 5 up there, and 5s are all about happiness. They're also about chaos though, because so if you're not emotionally happy, which Virgos usually never ask themselves if they are, because you're an earth sign. Capricorns and Taurus don't ask themselves that either. You guys can sit with feelings for so long because you're just not used to even considering them. Others around you don't consider them. and you know, you just put them on the back burner your entire life. This is why this is hidden energy, the moon. So there's emotions that you're hiding. You're hiding the fact that you're not emotionally happy. Some of you are hiding the fact that you're, you know, fighting and arguing emotionally with a Pisces, with a Cancer. And then we got this underneath, the warrior. So there's a war going on spiritually with Virgo. There's a war going on spiritually and emotionally with Virgo. And it's a war that's going on under the surface. And then we have loyalty. So this might have something to do with the denial of loyalty, because we have loyalty and we have denial up here. And then we have self-worth, Virgo. So this all has to do with this emotion. You are really, really focusing on your self-worth because of Taurus season. And it's like, this is a very special reading, Virgo, because now we have invisible. So there's something here where your self-worth was made to feel invisible, which basically means that your self-worth was hidden in a situation. Your self-worth was not understood by someone. It was not considered. And no wonder we have that moon there, because this is what's being hidden about you. There's an invisible, hidden self-worth, which probably had to do with the new moon in Taurus. This right here is talking about the new moon in Taurus. And I see the 16 here. So we've got the 6 and the 1. So that's 7. So there's something in an event, and something like a relationship has gone invisible. You felt invisible in a relationship, and all you had was your self-worth. We've got the 32 up there. So that's 5. So it's like, this has a lot to do with your happiness. We even have the 23 up here, which is also 5, and that's happiness. So it's like listening to your own happiness, following your visions. There's something hidden with you, Virgo. We've got vision, which is the number 8 down here. This is the number 8 card. So we've got 2 moon cards right now, listening to your spirit, listening to your emotional visions. You are very spiritual, Virgo. But at the same time, I just feel like a lot of this invisibility happened because you're listening to your happiness finally. You know, maybe there was someone who left you, because I see that this is invisible. So you're on your own now with your self-worth, Virgo, coming into June in mid-May. Invisible self-worth. Make sure that you always see your worth, Virgo, because this is talking about your self-worth being invisible, which means it's not being seen or listened to. Your emotions, your happiness, it's not being seen or listened to. And then we have the denial of loyalty. So this makes me feel like someone denied you loyalty that you knew you deserved because of your self-worth. That might be why this Pisces or Cancer is no longer in your life, because it just, you know, they denied you happiness. We see a lot of 5s for you, Virgo, 14. So this is 5, and it's like, don't deny yourself happiness. Don't deny, I'm telling you, so many 5s. We've got self-worth as a number 5. We've got listening as a number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are number 5. Okay, and it has everything to do with this relationship. All right, so it was the denial of loyalty, the denial of which made you unhappy, Virgo, because Virgos are very grounded, loyal signs. So this is literally denial. You were reaching for something and you got denied because this person was not loyal to. We have the 33, which is 6. So Virgo, this is your number. You are the 6th house of lifestyle, which is why you are very earthy and very loyal. And I'm not sure if you realize, but my theme this month is sunflowers. So I told myself if I seen sunflowers that it was very symbolic. And what do you know? We have this sunflower down here with this butterfly, okay? So if sunflowers are important to you, that's a message for you. So you want to be loyal to your happiness. Sunflowers are symbols for happiness. They rule Leo, the sunflower. So it's about growing in your happiness, and your happiness is transforming, Virgo. So don't worry about someone else who wasn't loyal to you. You have to turn your loyalty to yourself. Think about how great things would be if the loyalty you gave others started to contribute to yourself. If you were as loyal to yourself as you are to others, you would be a lot happier. It's time for you to really honor your self-worth. It's all about your happiness. It's all about your lifestyle. And, you know, I don't want you to deny yourself of your own loyalty just because someone else went ghost on you, okay? This is about you now. This is about you reaching for your own happiness, your own self-worth, okay? You reaching for your own, listening to your own self, listening to you. If someone else didn't listen to you, listen to yourself, because we literally have the denial of loyalty, okay? But the bottom of the deck was originally warrior, so that's a little bit. We kind of just took a deeper look at what this warrior is here for, because the warrior is talking all about strength, right? Warriors fight wars, and Virgo, you guys are warriors. You guys fight battles that no one knows about all the time. So this is a hidden battle that Virgo goes through, probably not just in May and June, but just always, all the time. Emotional wars, and then we have the number 2 up there. So to me, that's about value. That's about you valuing your strength. You understanding that your strength and the way that you fight is actually a resource of yours. It's a hidden resource. But I also see the number 2 as a shared energy. So you're sharing this energy with someone else, and you're fighting with someone else. You're sharing this strength with someone else. Maybe your strength for a very long time, it relied on another person. You know, this person made you feel strong emotionally. This is very much a Pisces for some of you. And it's interesting because Pisces is the opposite sign of you. So I know there's a lot of Virgos that watch my videos that are with Pisces, and I've been with a Virgo. You know, there's just, I don't know, we're just in each other's life, you know what I mean? And we have not always gotten along. And I know that there's a lot of Virgo-Pisces relationships, and it's interesting because it's the yin and the yang. Pisces and Virgo are opposite each other on the zodiac wheel. So if it's not a Pisces or a Cancer for you, if it's not your emotions, then this is your 7th house, you guys. Pisces is symbolic for your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So, you know, if this is about relationships with you, then you could just be fighting with any zodiac sign. Because Pisces is symbolic for all relationships for Virgos. Because your relationships are supposed to be emotional. Pisces energy symbolizes your relationships with others. If you've ever wondered why your relationships are so emotional, Virgo, or why you pay an emotional price in your relationships, it's because your 7th house is Pisces, which is the house of sacrifice. So Virgo, I wouldn't be surprised if you're someone who's had to sacrifice a lot in your relationships. I know that to be true about Virgo. And there's a battle going on because of that. It's under the surface. It's very hidden. It's very emotional. It's very soul related. This is a soul battle, Virgo. You're fighting at a soul level, you know, and it's all about your happiness and your self-worth and your value and loyalty. And, you know, as an earth sign, you just understand these things, and not everyone else is there yet. You know, you have reached a level of perfection as an angel that others have to go through lifetimes to become. So I don't want you to blame yourself here. This is your present moment. In the present moment, you could very well be fighting with someone or just trying to remain strong, okay? I don't want you to think that this is all about fighting someone else or fighting battles. No, this is about your strength. The warrior, this is a very strong masculine figure. Now, this is for the women too. If there's anything I know about Virgos, is that they're very masculine and feminine. Okay, angels don't have gender. They don't. They're both. They're balanced. So, you know, I'm not sure how these cards were, but I think denial was first. Yeah, the denial of loyalty or something like that. But it doesn't matter. It's warrior, okay? So I want you guys to really tap into your inner strength. Tap into the emotional strength that you don't even know you have, Virgo. And be careful what you're denying yourself of. Just know that if someone else has denied you in May or June, if your heart is broken, if you feel rejected, Virgos do not like to feel rejected. Because that is basically the same thing as, you know, Virgos struggle with feeling good enough. They struggle with feeling worth it. And just, you guys struggle with feeling enough, and I have no idea why, because you guys are great people. You're hard workers. You're very loyal. And I guess you let the lack of understanding from other people determine your worth. You have got to switch that up. Because since when does what anybody else think make it true for you? You are you. You are the only person who knows what you really feel inside. You're the only person who knows all the tears that you've cried, all the pain that you feel. You know yourself at a soul level, Virgo. And thank goodness the angels are coming through to say that you are understood in a heavenly level, on a heavenly level. So who cares if you're not understood in an earthly way? I mean, I know you're an earth sign, so it's very important for all these energies to relate to your actual foundation, which we have this tree card here that I'm very excited to talk about with you. So let's move on here to this card here. I just read this for Leo, so I know that this has a lot to do with the light and the dark. This is actually the winter solstice card. So if the winter solstice is important to you guys, I'm not sure if some of you celebrate the winter solstice. I do happen to know that it's on December 21st. And this is the card number 14. So I don't know if June 14th is important for you or something, but this is called the Yule card. And I'm going to read here from this book. It says, "The winter solstice brings the longest night and the shortest day. It is the depth of winter in terms of light through colder days, though colder days may still lie ahead. The kindling of Yule fires, candles, and festive lights affirm the spirit's faith even in the darkest times." So Virgo, this is about keeping faith in the times of darkness. It is an affirmation that the sun will return. Virgo, the sun will return. The sun is returning to our world now. If you look outside, if you're in a warm area, the sun is very strong right now. The sun is shining. And earth signs very much flourish around this time because the actual earth, which you're linked to as an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you know, you want to pay attention to how you guys feel in the winter, which is coming up. The winter is coming up for you in the future. So even though it's summer, you guys could be feeling like hibernating. You could be feeling like hermiting yourself, doing some soul searching, staying indoors. That's a depressed energy. So let's continue reading here. But I just wanted you to know that the sun will return. Holly and mistletoe, ancient symbols of eternal life, add their magic to this season. So the meaning of this, Virgo, is to tend the flame of your spirit. And do not give into depression or despair. The dark times are temporary. Your faith is being tested. Know that you are eternally loved, and even in the most barren and bleak seasons of your life, you are loved. The light will return. The sun will return always. So even you may not be feeling like turning your negativity around, Virgo, or finding your faith, but sometimes it's fine to just sit in gloom. You know, it's okay to cry. It's okay not to be perfect or to be happy all the time, Virgo, because we feel these ways for a reason. We learn through this time in our life too. But don't let go. Don't let it go on for too long, Virgo. So don't sit in your darkness for too long. You know, it's okay to give yourself about a week or so, but I don't want you feeling this way for months or years, okay? So the key word here is faith, comfort, and light. So I want you guys to say this with me. My inner flame burns brightly. My inner flame burns brightly. So the challenge here, Virgo, is what awaits you in the deepest dark. So the fact that we have this with the moon, which is another hidden dark energy, the moon comes out at night. So it's like lighting up the darkness. Same thing I said to Leo. It's about really, really keeping that flame burning, Virgo. Really, it is. And Leo got this same card. So, you know, it's about you really being able to maneuver in the darkness. As an angel, you guys do well fighting the dark. That's another thing here, fighting the dark qualities within you. Let's see what this 17 card is about. And this is the oak. So this is the oak. And right underneath that, we have a portal. Okay, so I'll show you that card too. Taurus got that card. So the king of all trees. Wow, Virgo, I might name your video that. You are the king of all trees. The oak is a symbol of stability, strength, and patience. The oak sinks its roots deep while its majestic branches reach for the stars. Wow, Virgo, so it's about deep roots, but reaching for the stars. It's a sacred tree, slow growing, connected to the people of the past and to generations to come. To learn from the oak wisdom is to slow down and allow time for deepening, Virgo. So you might feel this slowing down of energy in June, but it's so that you can get deeper with things. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Our human world changes rapidly, right, Virgo? You're a mutable sign. So, but this is a tree that endures all the changes. So no matter what season it is, this tree is going to stay grounded. It's going to stay rooted. So this is talking about you, Virgo. You are an earth sign, and trees remind me of you. So the meaning of this card is to give more attention to the truly important things in your life, and to let the trivial concerns drop away. So let your concerns float away, Virgo. Do not worry or stress over small matters or waste time with petty drama. Let go of any sense of urgency. You have plenty of time, Virgo. So sometimes something that you thought would last has proven to be less enduring than you hoped. There is no blame for this. It is just the nature of the situation. Let it go. So Virgo, if there's anything in your life that you thought would be forever, this could be a relationship, this could be a situation, a job, a house, I don't know. But this card talks about something that you thought would last forever, but you know it isn't. And there is no blame. It's not your fault. It's not the other person, place, or thing's fault. It's just the nature of the situation, which you should understand as a Virgo. So let it go, Virgo. In the future, so come June, it is time to let something go in the name of your roots, in the name of your branches. So the key words here is patience, endurance, and strength. So Virgo, you're really going to need to tap into that strength. Okay, and it's interesting because we had that card for Leo come out down here, which is strength. So I want you to say this with me. I draw my strength from the earth. Wow, this card literally, I'm reading from this book here, okay? And it says, I draw my strength from the earth. Say it with me. I draw my strength from the earth. And Virgo, you truly do. As an earth sign, you do draw your strength from the earth. But the challenge here is, what are your highest aspirations? So when you're done watching this video, I want you guys to think about what your highest aspirations are. What is your highest dreams, wishes, and goals? Because after you root yourself in this situation, and after you call on your strength from the earth, you know, and let this go, you're going to learn from the wisdom of this oak. And it's about slowing down so that you can go deeper, Virgo. It really is. It's about slowing down so that you can go deeper. This is a deep energy as well. I knew your reading would be pretty deep. And then we have this portal here. So this is about, you know, you could be entering something that's unknown. Remember your Hermit card over here? You could be entering a world of unknown emotions. And for a Virgo, that might not be something that is extremely comfortable. Okay? But I just love this card for you guys. Draw your strength from the earth, even though you are emotional. This person is trying something new emotionally, but keeping her foot on the ground. So still learning something new, but also grounding herself and drawing her energy from earth. So it's about earth and water now, Virgo. It's about you being logical and emotional. All right? So you definitely want to ask yourself, you know, what awaits you in the deepest dark? What can you learn from this darkness? What can you learn from the strength of earth and your roots? Roots are hidden under the tree. And, you know, so earth signs understand darkness as well, because underneath it all, you guys have these roots that you rely on, right? So you want to honor your branches and your roots this month. So hopefully that's making sense to you, Virgo. We're going to go ahead and clarify now. We did have the Tower just try to come out with the Cancer. So, you know, you guys are going to be victorious over this Tower situation. Something's falling apart for you. And look at this lady, you know. Look at this lady. This is the Tower. And she's putting her hand in the water. So it's like everything has fallen down, Virgo, and all you have left is your emotion. And look at that black cat there. Black cats, cats in general are symbolic for feminine energy. And look, what do you know? We have a black cat here under the light of the moon, which is talking about your inner emotions, your spirituality. We've got that same black cat assisting you here. So make sure, this card talks about emotions and there's a black cat. This card talks about emotions and there's a black cat. So very superstitious energy going on here. I don't want you to think it's some kind of bad luck or anything. This is feminine power. Black cats are very spiritual. Cats protect you from psychic attack. But we did have this Tower come out with the Chariot. So some of you guys, there's something falling apart. There may be a victorious Cancer that charges forward towards you. Something could have fallen apart with a Cancer for some of you, because we do have you fighting with a Cancer here. But there might be a Cancer that comes in to give you strength as well, okay? But if it's not a Cancer, then this card is about victory. This card is about moving forward very quickly. So just know that whenever this Tower falls apart, Virgo, it's only so that you can move towards greater victory in your future, okay? So I'm not sure why those cards wanted to come out for you, but that was a little message there. So let's get a card for Virgo about you are understood. What is the you are understood? What's more? Give me a little bit more about the you are understood card. Virgo is understood. Give me one card for you are understood. Let's clarify that. I mean, there isn't much to clarify there, because it's just letting you know that no matter what's going on, Virgo, you just, as long as you understand yourself, as long as you know that you are understood, then that's all that matters. You know, sometimes Virgos are so strong mentally that if they don't feel like what they're doing makes sense, Three of Cups, then, you know, then they don't feel like that they're doing the right thing. We've got the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck for you. So this is a new beginning, passionately. This is new journeys. This might be an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo for you guys. Some of you guys might be turning up with fire signs, because we did have the Three of Cups. So you're understood, Virgo, so celebrate. Even though there was some kind of third-party situation, because we had these two cups here, and these are three women who are having fun and hanging out. You guys could be socializing a bit more. Maybe you guys were, and this is also drinking, so just be careful about drinking in May and June. But this is a celebration. Celebrate that you're understood. Learn something new from these friends, and celebrate the fact that this is a new journey of you're exploring new celebrations. You're exploring, so there could be something for you to celebrate in May or June, and that's up to you guys. You guys might have certain anniversaries or just certain reasons to drink. Like, you deserve a fucking drink after surviving all this, right? But some of you else need to be told that you're understood, even though that you were left for another person, because we do have the Three of Cups here. So this is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. If there is a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio energy in your life, they're coming up here. Maybe you were celebrating them at one point, but because you didn't feel understood, you took your cup away. But I do see that someone took someone's cup away. Like, this is either someone leaving you for another person, or you might be leaving someone else. You guys could have had someone on the side. There was an emotional third-party situation. That's only for some of you, though. But we have this is, to me, the main message here is about celebrating your passion, celebrating this new beginning, Virgo. This is a magical wand, okay? And this is manifestation. So some of you literally do need to manifest because there was too much fighting going on. You guys are moving on from that fiery energy, and it's like you took your wand from it, and then I see the devil now. Okay, so there was a very toxic, I don't know if it was a Capricorn energy or if it was addiction. Okay, so alcohol is coming up for some of you. Some of you Virgos really need to be careful, because if there's anything I know about Virgo, it's that they can struggle with physical and mental addictions. Drugs, alcohol, people, you can be addicted to it. This is codependency, but I like this devil card because it shows that this person is walking away. Someone could have walked away from a toxic home situation. Someone could be leaving behind things that they were attached to. You know, you could be addicted to money or shiny things, but this is about you walking away from an addiction, walking away from alcohol, walking away from a person, place, or thing that was toxic, and you felt trapped and stuck with this person. There was so much karmic fighting. So you see how all these people have wands, wands, wands? Well, it's like whatever person you are in this situation, Virgo, you are here in this situation somewhere, okay? You are here, you were contributing to the fightings at but you took your wand and walked away. Now, you're not gonna use your wand to fight anymore. You're gonna use your wand to manifest and to create and to be passionate. All right, the Ace of Wands is definitely a gift from the universe to tell you that it's time for you to manifest your path. It's time for you to manifest transformation, okay? So you are understood, Virgo, and it's okay. Even though there's some very deep emotions going on here, it's okay to go out and have a drink. You know when you're overdoing it. Everything is just balance, okay? So learn something new from these happy times. You are understood in the celebrations of your life. If you were in a third-party situation, you are understood. Some of you might feel bad for being with a third person. Some of you might feel bad for, but remember what this card talked about. It talked about, this card. It talked about things not being anybody's fault. So it's okay to just celebrate. And I stopped shuffling on the Sagittarius card, and what do you know? We've got the Moon card and the Lovers card. Wow, and the Devil card. So we've got a message coming out here for you, Virgo. Okay. So there's definitely a toxic situation that is falling apart, Virgo, because it was a third-party situation. Some of you really had an idea that there was someone like stepping out on you or just juggling 3 or more people. But this is a very interesting message. We've got Sag, Pisces, and Gemini. And we've got Sagittarius and Gemini are opposite signs. So this is very interesting to come out because we've got the Moon card coming up for you twice. So Cancer and Pisces are coming up strong for Virgo. And if it's not a Cancer or Pisces, it's definitely emotion. So we've got the Sagittarius Moon here. This is one message, but do you see these moons coming up on your card? We've got all these moons. So that's symbolic for your soul, Virgo. Now, if you're with a Pisces that you felt was a twin flame, this Pisces is obviously self-reflecting. And it's interesting, we've got this candle down here. And we've got these candles over here. So, it's about going through the darkness with that Pisces. And there's this, the Sagittarius moon is going to be a very strong time for you to reflect. That is happening in your 4th house of home. So I wouldn't be surprised if on the Sagittarius full moon on May 29th, if, you guys were feeling a bit emotional, maybe you'll spend the Sagittarius full moon with a Pisces or apart from a Pisces. But we do have the Lovers. We had Sag, Pisces, and Lovers. So this Pisces is in the middle of a Sagittarius and a Gemini. So I just feel like, there's definitely some opposite energies going on because Sagittarius and Gemini are opposites. And also, Virgo, this is Gemini season. All right, but we have the Lovers. So there is a decision here to make. The Lovers does talk about a decision. And it could talk about distance between you two, even though it doesn't show that in this card. I just know what the Lovers card means. It's interesting that you do have the Lovers card and the Devil card as well, because they're very similar in tarot, but the Lovers card goes bad when it gets toxic, and that's when those chains come in and when the Devil comes in. So it's telling you to be patient with this Pisces and be patient with this lover, because I'm not sure what this Pisces is doing in your life, but the Temperance card is talking about balance. So I believe that there's balance coming forward with this Pisces, and there's balance coming forward towards your emotions, Virgo. I don't want to I just know that there are certain Virgos dealing with a Pisces. That's why I keep talking about that. But others of you are dealing with a Gemini. Some of you are dealing with some kind of hidden Gemini energy. Maybe there's a Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius that is important to you in the middle of May, come to June. But I feel like this is just talking about balancing out your emotions in your love life, Virgo, no matter what sign you're with. But we do have some these are all major arcana: Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius. So the Sagittarius full moon and Gemini season is very important to you guys, because Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So, you know, you're going to be feeling a bit more mentally strong, hopefully, in Gemini season. And I just feel like Gemini season is important to you. But aside from that, this is the Lovers card. So I feel like you need to be patient with the emotions you have in your relationships, and there's a need to balance out. And now we do have the Temperance card, which to me reminds me a lot of learn something new, because Sagittarius is all about learning something new. See how these two women have their feet in the water, but also on the ground still too. So this is a very balanced energy between earth and water, and then that's that moon. So this is very, very significant for the Sagittarius full moon. I feel like you're going to be learning a lot about your emotion, because Sagittarius is your 4th house of emotion. So this is very significant to come up for you, Virgo. We've got that full moon that lady is, this is literally the Sagittarius card. And there's a moon in this card. So Sagittarius full moon coming up. Maybe the Sagittarius full moon is going to enlighten you to something new. But I know that Sag is the 9th house, which talks all about learning and higher education, long distance travel. But for you, it's your 4th house of emotion. So Virgo, you need to explore your emotions in June. Obviously, I mean, look at all these messages here about exploring your emotion. It might not be with this Pisces anymore. It might just be the fact that you need to look yourself in the mirror, you know what I mean, and reflect, because water is a reflecting energy. The moon reflects your inner soul. So there could be this part of you that is, you know, there's a part of you that's light is being shed on this part of you, Virgo. We've got these two different women here, you know. So you guys could have been with a Pisces that had two different sides to them, you know what I mean? But it's about, if this isn't a Pisces, this is about you really reflecting on who you are at a soul level. We have 2 moon cards here to tell you that, okay? And then the Lovers. So some of you really are dealing with a Sag or a Pisces. And then let's talk about these 3 cards over here. We've got the Devil, we've got the Empress, and then we've got the Tower. So there is a toxic love situation that is crumbling down, because the universe is like, this is no... See, you guys could have been trying and trying. Maybe you, no matter what this person did to you, you would just always be there. You would always, maybe they're pregnant, because we have this Empress that's pregnant. And if they're not pregnant, then there was just some kind of, you know, maybe they had a pet or something like that, because we've got this cat. But you felt obligated, you know, because there was something they were giving birth to around you. But it was toxic. You know, you were giving birth to something toxic. And I know that the Tower only comes when we literally have ignored all the signs to end something. So the Tower just comes and literally strikes it by lightning. And so this is reminding me of Taurus, Uranus and Taurus, because this is a Taurus energy, an Aries energy, a Libra energy, but it's also just love and abundance. Okay, some of you Virgos might be pregnant. And then some of you might be dealing with a Scorpio, because the Tower is the Scorpio card. So I'm not sure if you guys if something's falling apart with a Scorpio, or if there's a Scorpio who's pregnant. And there's some kind of, you feel chained or toxic. I don't know, Virgo. I don't know, but there's a third party situation going on. Maybe you're spending too much time at work or something like that, and the Tower card just flew out. Did you see that? So I'm not sure why this came out. It might be for the moon. Your emotions could be falling apart, Virgo. And it's only so that the universe is doing certain things for you, Virgo, so that you have no choice but to own your feminine emotional power. That's what this is talking about, your feminine emotional power. So let's clarify the moon. Some of you guys, there's something falling apart with a Pisces or a Cancer, and you're questioning your strength because of that, but don't. So we have the Four of Swords, which is talking about meditation, deep thought, healing energy. And we've got these candles again. So Virgo, you guys need to put candles in your home and surround yourself by the loving embrace of flames. Trust me, if you get candles, I promise you, your energy is going to uplift. Candles are, but get white candles. You know, I don't know if you guys like certain smells, but if you guys invest in white candles, then it is going to definitely significantly improve your energy. So let's see what this winter solstice card is about for Virgo. What is this winter solstice card about for Virgo? This dark energy. Wow. Okay, the Six of Cups. So, and then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Scorpio card, the Death card. So if you're not dealing with a Scorpio, you're dealing with immense transformation in June. You're dealing with death and rebirth. So this is endings and beginnings with people, places, and things, Virgo. Everything is transforming right now. So in the past, or just sometime in May and June, you guys are being asked to celebrate because you're understood, or just keep in mind that you're understood emotionally, even though there was a third-party situation. This was trying to teach you something about your self-worth, about your strength, Virgo. The fact that there was this person who took their cup away, the fact that there was 3 people involved, it was to teach you your self-worth. It was to teach you emotion. Virgo, I know it hurt, but I'm telling you, this Pisces, this Cancer, this water, this person, it might not be a Pisces or Cancer. I know for all of you it's not going to be, but whoever caused you emotion, it's going to be revealed to you in May and June that they were very important to you. And if it weren't for them, you wouldn't even be like you. It takes very significant energy for Virgo to feel their emotion. To, you know, how are you going to get a Virgo to dip their foot in water like this, right? You know, well, sometimes you just get thrown into the lake. So your present moment is a meditative one. It's a soul-searching one. We have this woman here under these 4 swords. She's meditating. She's praying. She's resting. Get your rest, Virgo. You need to rest up. You need to make sure you're getting the amount of sleep that you deserve. You need to pray and meditate and soul-search. And just, this is peace, okay? Peace, be still. And we have this with your emotion with the moon. So some of you might need to just meditate about some kind of Pisces or Cancer. Meditate towards the clarity, because the 4 of Swords is all about clarity. We've got those 4 swords, okay? So this is thoughts. Maybe instead of speaking your thoughts and arguing, you're just going to kind of keep your thoughts in your mind for once, Virgo. Maybe that was the problem, that your thoughts were just coming out the wrong way. So what we do when that happens is we literally just keep our thoughts in. We release them, but we meditate. Meditative thought is so different, Virgo. So it's time for you to start changing the way that you think. And we have this tree that reminds me of this tree back there. So it's like you want to meditate on your foundation and on your roots and draw your energy from the earth, remember, because that's going to be what gives you clarity. It's your self-worth. That self-worth card just showed itself to me. So I don't know if there's something about the winter solstice that's coming back. I don't know if you guys know anybody born on the winter solstice, but this is talking of, this could be, you know, some of you might have a son or a child that was born as a Sagittarius on the winter solstice. They could be coming back into your life in the future, but I'm not going to hold you up, Virgo. This is the 6 of Cups. So I'm not sure if you guys have a child that's coming back from the past, or if you guys have a soulmate, but this is the soulmate card, okay? And this is nostalgic. So this might be the inner, someone might come into your life from your past that makes you feel very nostalgic. This is about emotions from the past. Okay, and that's interesting that this is in your future position. So in your future, or in June, you may revisit emotions from the past, from a person, place, or thing. It could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be any sign, honestly. It could be a Scorpio for sure. But there's a soulmate coming into your life, Virgo, and they're going to help you see the light in this dark time, okay? And you need to draw your energy from the earth for sure, because you need to be grounded before this comes in. And there's a lot of emotion that you need to hash through before, so that you can be ready when this person comes into your life. This could be someone from your past, like an ex or someone you dated a long time ago that you never thought would come back. I'm telling you guys, they might. And they might come bearing a gift. It could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this is the soulmate. And, you know, you've got your soul here. So the more you meditate on your soul, you know, there's this quote that says, before you find your soulmate, you need to find your soulmate. Like, you need to find your soulmate. So, you know what I mean? Before you find your soulmate, you have to find your soul. You're finding your soul now, Virgo. And in your future, you're going to find your soul mate. All right? The person you're truly meant to be with and live this life with. And we have this because of all this transformation going on. Transformation, transformation, transformation. Scorpio is your third house. So make sure that you are communicating with yourself and with those around you who really care about what's going on with you. Okay, Virgo? So hopefully this reading made sense to you guys. It is definitely an interesting one. I always enjoy doing the Virgo readings. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me or comment below. Please comment, subscribe, and like and share my videos. It means so much to me. I love seeing all your guys' comments. I reply to all of them if I can. And other than that, Virgo, everything you need to know is going to be in the description box below. And I'm wishing you guys a very, very beautiful end of May going into June. I feel that we're all going through very intense times right now, only because we're getting ready for something very, very intense, okay? A lot of, even you, Virgo, even someone as smart as you isn't aware of how much life is about to change. We're going through a transformation. This is a death and a rebirth, okay? And it's the fighting and the feeling defensive that is transforming. So there's peace in your future. I'm sending you all my love, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys as soon as I can. I'm not sure if I'll be able to talk to you in July or not, but I really hope so. So I'll talk to you then, guys. Bye.